Okay, I'm finally doing the Steam Deck review that I've been talking about. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. I never play anything except for competitive FPS games. So you're probably wondering why I would get a Steam Deck. I've had it for about 3 or so months, and I think I'm past the honeymoon period now. So I think it is a perfect time to do a review. And I'm not going to be talking about the specs and what games run and what doesn't. There's plenty of reviews doing that, and I'm just talking about my experience with it. Whenever I would try to play a single player game, I would end up getting tired within the first 30 minutes and feeling like I want to go to bed. It's just been my experience, so I never really did, even though I always wanted to. So I recorded an unboxing video of my initial impressions, but for some reason the webcam footage got corrupted, so it's just going to be an iPhone video. I'm sorry.
Boom. Look at that beauty. Oh my god.
It was a lot bigger than I thought it was. I don't know if you can tell, but this thing is fucking massive. I mean, compared to my head, you know? But maybe the reviewers have massive fucking NBA player hands or something. I don't know. But I was so excited for this thing to come in. I mean, I think I watched every single video on what to do when you first get your Steam Deck. So I was ready. I knew all the steps, all of what to do. So the first thing I did when I got it, I plugged it into this monitor. I have a dock already right here because I have a MacBook for school. Just downloaded all the mods and the emulation stuff. But I will say the OLED screen, I have the 512 OLED model, so it has the glossy screen. It is fucking beautiful. It is amazing. I think with my experience with the etched versus glossy screen, I haven't really noticed the reflections too much, but if no one told me about the reflections being annoying, I think I would never have noticed it. And now that I'm thinking about it, sometimes in very little cases, I do see the reflections and it gets a bit annoying, but then I just get back to the game and it's not that big of a deal. So if you want to save a little bit of money and maybe buy an SD card or something instead of getting the terabyte version, you should absolutely do that because the glossy screen is great. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So my gaming experience, what did I play? I'm going to start this off. I grew up playing Xbox as a kid. Okay. I mean, besides the PSP, my first actual console was the Xbox 360. And I played Halo and Call of Duty and all the Xbox games. So what I've been playing on my Steam Deck mainly is there was a Steam sale when I first got the Steam Deck, which was perfect timing, really. I started catching up on PlayStation games. So I got Uncharted 4 and God of War, both amazing games. And I'm surprised how well they run on the Steam Deck. I mean, this thing, it's not that big. This is with a case on. I mean, it's crazy. And it can run God of War at 40 FPS and it still looks pretty good. Another one that's been really, really good is Yakuza 0, and it runs amazing. Like, it's getting close to the 90 FPS, I think, and it looks really great. It's really surprising. What I've also been playing, and I actually played it on stream the other day, but this is probably my favorite time waster game. So if I were to be on a long car ride or a plane, is Sekiro. I always wanted to play Sekiro. I always wanted to get good at Souls games because I'm fucking garbage at them. I heard Sekiro's really hard. It seemed really cool, so I got it. And I'm not very far into it, but I have a lot of hours because it's but I think I'm starting to get the structure of the game and starting to get better at it, and whenever I want to, that's the game I pick up when I want to waste some time. Yes! Holy shit! I fucking did it!
You beat him?
Yes!
Let's go.
Holy fuck, I've been trying to beat that for so long. Dude, I need to talk about cloud gaming. First off, I tried Xbox Game Cloud, and I think I tried Amazon's Luna or whatever. I mean, NHL felt fine on it. I don't normally play sports games, but NHL is always kind of fun. Other than that, it does not feel good. The latency is way too bad. It is not good. But something I was worried about when I got the Steam Deck is I'm paying for Game Pass and I want to be able to access those games, right? And I feel like this is one of the reasons why people don't get the Steam Deck and they get one of the Windows alternatives instead. But there is a way you can play Game Pass games that is not on Xbox Game Cloud. I'm sure some of you might have seen the Steam, what is it called? Steam Link. Steam Link is super cool. You can stream your games from your PC to your Steam Deck or even your phone actually. It has extremely low latency. You can even do it if you're not on your home Wi-Fi. Wherever you are has to have good internet, so don't expect to be able to play Space Marine 2 at a McDonald's or something on your phone. If you're at someone else's house, you can Steam Link to your computer and it works completely fine. That doesn't help when you're trying to play Xbox Game Pass games, right? I found something called Moonlight. A lot of Steam Deck users use it already. This is more for people that don't know about the Steam Deck, or maybe they're wondering if they should get one or not. I can link the video I watched to install Moonlight using Artemis. Moonlight is a way to stream your games to either your phone or your Steam Deck or whatever, but you can use your entire computer. And if you use something called Artemis to do this, it's essentially like a virtual HDMI port and your Steam Deck. You can even make it so whenever you connect your Steam Deck to your computer, it'll turn off all your monitors. So if you have multiple monitors and you have Discord over here, your web browser opens on another monitor whenever you click on it, that would be annoying to have to like go back to your computer and move it back and all that shit, right? So you can turn off all the screens, so this is the only one everything pops up on, which is amazing. But the even cooler part is that whenever it does this, all your games run at the same resolution as the Steam Deck, so you don't have any weird aspect ratio issues, or you can actually get a little bit more performance out of the game since it's running at a weird 800p resolution. I've been playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33 on it, and the dodge timings are really hard, right? Dodge and parry. I've had no problem. I can't even tell. It is amazing how well it works. It blew my mind when I started using it because I never thought something like this would actually be close to playing on your PC, but it really is. It's so impressive and it's so cool, and I hope the technology for this continues to evolve and get even better. I think I took a video of me playing Indiana Jones that'll show the latency difference really well. So now I'm going to talk emulation. Everyone always says, Steam Deck is amazing for emulating games, and that's been my experience. It's really awesome, actually. I have a lot of PSP games, and I actually still have the hard copies like these right here. Boom, Metal Gear Solid. Well, when I was little, that was my first video game, handheld, console, whatever. It's my first device ever, and I never got a memory card. So whenever I was playing a game, I would have to restart it after I turned the PSP off every single time. I didn't mind it because I was, a child, but now I kind of want to beat those games that I had when I was a kid. And it was awesome being able to load them all up on my Steam Deck, and now I can play them if my Steam Deck's getting low battery, or if I'm, in a situation where I need to extend the battery as much as possible. That's what I play. And it's amazing. It's actually insane to me. You can even use it to plug it in and you can play on your TV. You can play like PSP games on your TV. It's crazy. It's so cool. I put a case on it. Like I was talking about earlier, it's not very protective. It's kind of more of just a grip. I think my hands were a little bit too big for just the normal grip like this, but I did find, I got the Skull & Co case right here. I did find if I'm laying on my bed here, let me make sure I'm in frame here. If I'm laying on my bed like this, gaming, old man gaming, this case kind of changes the ergonomics where it feels like it's slipping down like that. Whenever I'm laying in bed, I take it off so I can get a little bit more. It makes it lighter too. It's just less annoying. But the case is amazing if I'm playing with it down. The grip is so much better. I feel like I'm turning into an old man with the amount of couch gaming I have been doing. It's kind of crazy. There was The first month I got it, I don't even think I touched. Well, I did play some Counter-Strike games, but I didn't play CS or any games too much unless it was on my Steam Deck. There was even a night where my friends and I, we were playing the Halo the Master Chief Collection co-op, and I just streamed my PC to my Steam Deck, and I also put Discord on my Steam Deck. So I just joined Discord and was just laying in bed playing with my friends. It was fucking awesome. It's so sick. And you could do that too if you're at your friend's house and you have it on Steam Link. I'm gonna talk about some things I was kind of surprised about. So I knew that SteamOS was running on Linux, and I knew it was not gonna be, not every game was gonna run on it. Okay, it blew my fucking mind how many games actually did run on it using that compatibility layer. I mean, if it doesn't have an anti-cheat, there's a good chance it does. And this has me super excited for the future. And I do know there is some, if not a lot of cases where if you're gaming on Linux versus Windows, you're actually going to get more FPS on Linux. So this has me super excited for a possible Valve actual OS release or anti-cheat companies finally making stuff for Linux, because I would switch in a heartbeat. I want to switch so bad. It's just all the competitive games I play, they need anti-cheat. So that's the only thing I'm waiting on. A couple other things that surprised me that weren't amazing and kind of a negative, I don't necessarily think it's the Steam Deck's fault, is how bad Unreal Engine 5 games run. For the most part, there's some that are really optimized and work, but for the most part, if it's Unreal Engine 5, it's gonna be not a fun experience on the Steam Deck. But I do know Clair Obscur is on Unreal Engine 5 and runs really well. There's also some games that don't work very well, and I'm not exactly sure why, but they're like, you know, I can't name any off the top of my head, but there's been a couple where I was like looking around and they just don't run well on it. And either they don't run well because of Linux or maybe just the hardware, and it just doesn't make sense to me, because I think developers should put Steam Deck focus in mind. I know it's a small percentage of players using a Steam Deck for now, or just handhelds in general, but I think the more available games are to lower end systems, the better for everyone. I know it costs the companies extra money, but boo-hoo, you know, like maybe you'll make more money by selling more. I'm gonna end this video off. Should you buy the Steam Deck? And it just depends on what type of person you are. So for me, it was a good little experiment, because I'm someone who always wanted to play single player games, but I always felt like it was a chore. Like I just wanted to play something competitive, and now my PC feels like my competitive gaming space or my co-op space. I play with friends. It's like a, you know, more social. And then if I want to play single player, I lay down and use my Steam Deck. So if you're kind of like me, where you've never really thought, well, I won't play the story game even though it looks really good, because, you know, you get tired of it, whatever, it might be a really good purchase for you, because I think this is one of my favorite purchases I've made in the past couple of years. But if you're not interested in like single player games and stuff, you're not gonna have the best time, you know, trying to figure out how to get around an anti-cheat to work on the Steam Deck, or trying to stream games and play a competitive Call of Duty or Warzone or something. I wouldn't even think about it. It is cool, but maybe you should wait. Also, I want to add to this, I never really was too interested in, I don't know how to explain it without making a blanket statement, like indie games, but I never was interested in the indie games, like I mean, when I say indie games, I'm thinking of like all the platformers or over the top camera views, stuff like that. I'm more interested in more cinematic looking, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I think maybe I got the point across. This can do it for the most part. As long as it's not Unreal Engine 5, it can probably do it. Just make sure you know before you buy games, or you buy the Steam Deck, whatever games you want to play are compatible with it. And there's a good chance they probably are. So I would highly recommend it to everyone. Anyone who likes playing video games, anyone who wants to sit down and play something every once in a while or have something for a plane ride, I would 1000% suggest getting a Steam Deck over a Switch 2 or a Switch 1. I think I got a Switch when I graduated high school. It was the dumbest purchase I've ever made. I don't know what happened. I got some money for graduation. I bought a Switch. I use it for like Mario Party when I have people over. That's it. It's a Mario Party machine. I had an SD card in it. I took it out and formatted it for my Steam Deck, and now it's in my Steam Deck for emulation. So fuck Nintendo is what I'm trying to say. Fuck Nintendo. Go Valve. Subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on twitch.tv/RZM4K, because take note, write this down. June 5th at 9 a.m. I'm streaming Dune Awakening. Hopefully this video comes out before I say this. Anyways, please sub. I'm trying to get to 500 so I can make $12 off of my you know, 5, 6, 7 hours of work or whatever I put in these videos. Not this one specifically, but my Counter-Strike Arc videos and stuff like that, I do put a lot of effort in, and I put a lot of effort in everything, but you know what I mean. These don't take as long. But all right, see ya.